Dear students, in this video, I would like to teach you socio-religious reform movement. Dear students, you know that when British East India Company dominated in India and Western education is spread in Bengal and slowly it spread other part of India also. After that, some our forefathers got enlightenment, and that enlightenment they wanted to spread far and wide. They wanted to create oneness amongst the society, oneness in the and political awareness, political sensibility amongst the people of India. But it was very difficult that time because already lot of drawbacks, rituals, orthodox systems available in India. So they wanted to, first of all, they wanted to eliminate all these drawbacks, because without elimination of these drawbacks, a rational society can't be possible. First, so one by one I am going to teach this one. In 19th century witnessed major social reforms in India. Most of the reforms were directed at a certain social and religious customs that cause a lot of suffering to the women and people of the lower caste. Okay, one by one I am going to teach you. First one, female infanticide. What do you mean by this? It was a system that when girl baby will take birth, basically this system was prevail in Rajput family, and girl baby will be killed when she will take birth. I think my students are very much familiar. If girl baby will be killed on when she will take birth, how a modern society could be existed if all girl will be killed? So that is orthodox systems in our society. So since girl children were mostly considered a burden in India, okay, then it was a system, female infanticide. The killing of infant girl immediately after birth was common practice. Sometimes children were also sacrificed in the name of the religion. Act like Bengal Regulation Act 1795 gradually reduced this practice. Means by this act, credit goes to Britishers. This evil practice are banned. Child marriage and sati, I think this one very common things. Many women in 19th century in India were married off at very young age, often to men who were much older, since widow remarriage was usually not allowed. Once their husband died, many widows were forced unto their husband's funeral pyre. This customs of burning a widow alive on her husband's pyre was called sati. By the 19th century, sati had become a common practice in the some part of India. Raja Ram Mohan Rai raised question against sati, and finally sati system also banned by William Bentinck. So this is also what was the sati. I think my students are very much familiar. It was a kind of a murder, and in any civilized society can't appreciate that system. Widow remarriage. In many part of India, widows in upper caste Hindu family were not allowed to remarry. These widows were treated very badly and forced to live a life of general suffering and denial. Denial means if any ceremony is there in their family, so they will be not allowed to participate. Okay, means always widow were facing lot of problem. The child widow were the greatest suffering, some of whom had lost their husband at the tender age of 3 or 4. Many social reformers fought to legalize the remarriage of widow. And finally what happened? Widow Remarriage Act was passed 1856, and according to this one, widow can remarry, it is legal. If anybody will disturb, then that person can be arrested. Social and religious reforms in India. With the coming of the European in 17th century, certain sections of Indian society were exposed to new idea like rationalism. Rationalism means that idea is based on reason. Means if sati system having any legal reason and it will be verified, then it will be accepted. Otherwise, it will be not accepted. Means it will be based on scientific temperament. Humanism means that type of this word meaning to emphasize on humanity, and liberalism means we should be very generous. The discovered in benefit of that they discovered the benefit of adopting a scientific and rational approach to the life and religion. As a result, they began to feel the need of reform within Indian society. This gave rise to the several social and religious movements in different parts of the country. The reforms slowly brought about changes in Indian society, but social customs are not easy to change. While certain sections accepted these reforms, many Orthodox Hindus opposed them. The impact of these reforms and opposition to it was first felt in Bengal. These evil practice existed in each and every part of India, but against these evil practice, first movement started in Bengal. Dear students, this question is very, very important question. Why in Bengal only? Dear students, try to understand. After Battle of Plassey, Britishers established Fort William, a trading center, and Bengal was the first province annexed by Britishers. And British administrative system existed in Bengal. First time school and colleges were set up in Bengal only, because how many people were working in British East India Company? So school required, because many Britishers living there, so it was necessary to educate them. And next, one more point, one more society, Asiatic Society, was also established by William Jones in Bengal also. So Bengal was the main center of enlightenment. So that's why against the rituals, against the orthodox systems, first movement started in Bengal. Because Bengal was enlightened one very early. And that's why Raja Ram Mohan Rai was the first person, he is known as father of Indian Renaissance. He started campaign against sati because he got Western education, he had rational approach, experimentation, observation, and he observed that this is illegal system, this is not illegal. Any religious authority can't appreciate that evil practice. So he raised question against sati, and finally William Bentinck was the Governor General, and he made one law, and by that law sati system was abolished or banned, sorry, not abolished, banned. And if anybody will be practicing this one, he will be considered a culprit. Okay. So these are important points, and next video I will teach you Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Please pay attention. So in this video I have taught you first one female infanticide, second one child marriage, third one sati, and next one Widow Remarriage Act. Widow Remarriage Act, very, very important, try to understand, because widow position was very pathetic and they were suffering very much. And sati also, sati was also an orthodox system, and Raja Ram Mohan Rai translated Vedas, and he given challenge to Orthodox Indians, which page it has been given, which page sati has been given in the Vedas, because he was knowing that Vedas are very, very sacred books and based on rational approach, not like Orthodox system rituals. So in this video only this much, dear, and next video I will teach you about Raja Ram Mohan Rai and his Brahmo Samaj. Okay. So thank you, and next video I'll teach you Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Thank you.